Hey y'all, I'm a little fired up. I'm fired up. I'm kind of devastated. I don't know the words I'm looking for exactly. But most of y'all that's been with me for a long time know I avoid politics. Politics is a slippery slope of no good. And I can't even tell you much about it. But my news feed on my Facebook and my Instagram started filling up about the gentleman that was assassinated yesterday. I don't have any clue about this gentleman. I have none. I had to ask my husband. Um, and the point I'm getting here is, what is this world come to? That a young man can't put on a debate without some snowflake getting their little feelings hurt and finding it necessary to shoot them, and in front of their family, in front of people that they love. I mean, come on. Why would you do that? What is wrong with you? Right? I don't understand why this person did what they did. And I'm wondering, how did our society become like this? You get your feelings hurt, you just start shooting somebody? What? You know, this generations of folks, they're not very tough-skinned. You know, I was an 80s baby, and growing up, you had to get tough real quick. Real quick. There was no, oh, I need a safe space, my feelings are hurt. Oh, well, your feelings got hurt, well, carry on. And what even makes me just angry, so beyond angry, is seeing on Facebook the numerous posts I have seen of, well, that's one less in the world. Good for the shooter. Good for the shooter. This makes me happy. Excuse me, how are you okay with this? How? This is a human being. Granted, they might have got all political. They might have been a fighting force in the political. I don't care. I don't. But at the end of the day, this is a human being with a wife and kids. This breaks my heart. And I don't even know anything about this guy. I don't know anything, who he was, what his agenda was, nor do I, that part I don't care about. All I know is he was a human. And for somebody to end this gentleman's life just because they got their feelings hurt disgusts me. And then seeing on Facebook people are happy about that. That makes my tummy hurt. That really makes my tummy hurt. Wow. Utter chaos. Nonsense. I'm so sorry to the family of this young man that was murdered. I'm so sorry that you had to witness this, and now that your children are going to grow up without a dad just because of some snowflake. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Can't imagine what somebody like a family like that is going through. I just don't. Absolutely heartbreaking. But I don't know. I don't know how in the world some people think it's okay to murder somebody and be happy about it. I'm sorry. I don't understand it. And so anyway, y'all know I love watching Twitch. And I love gaming. I love gaming. I want to play a lot of the games, but I don't have a system that supports it. So I have to watch Twitch to watch live play. Like Borderlands 4 just hit. And stuff like that. But I tell you what, I would love to see a gaming channels or a platform for Christian gamers or whatever, because the mouth on these people is so nasty. Like, oh my gosh. I really have my favorite gamers, right? And I desperately want to watch, but their mouth is just so rude and disrespectful. Why would you want to come on a platform and stream a game with that filth coming out of your mouth? You know, what if your mama's watching? Well, some mamas don't care, but that's horrible. Absolutely horrible. I don't understand this world anymore. I don't. I know one thing though. My God is coming back for us soon. I know that. Because there's no way this world is getting this bad and he's not coming anytime. You know what I'm saying? Last time it got bad, he flooded the whole place and started from scratch. We're kind of in that zone. Everything is gone to heck in a handbasket. And it's not pretty. It's so not pretty. I know some of y'all don't like it when I mention God and my beliefs. And that's okay. I try not to push it too much. But I want you to know, you got to get yourself right. I want to see all of y'all in heaven with me. I do. I really, really do. So, anyway, I bring you, remember I got these from a friend's mom who had passed, and she was a hoarder of all the quilting supplies. And I think a cat had gotten in one of the boxes because it was bad. It was so bad. And it's so much better. I ended up having to soak them in hot water, Dawn dish soap, hydrogen peroxide, and the nectar of the, I don't want to sound horrible when I say this, the nectar of the Mexican floor cleaning gods, Fabulosis. If you're not familiar with Fabulosis, I'm telling you, that stuff will clean anything. Used to be Mama's Spit could clean everything. Well, Fabulosis is taking over. It really is. Because now it don't smell. It smells better. But anyway, I don't have a background to show you these. I'll use this paper. This one is the Flipping Wedges template. Now, I don't have a clue about some of these, or most of these. I'm going to have to Googles and YouTubes. But I've got the Flipping Wedges template. Let me set that one aside. Oh, I know this one. This one is a hexagon. Now, why it has all the different numbers and stuff on it, I don't know. I'm going to have to, again, look that up. This one is a 45 diamond. Now, there is multiples. Like this one is another hexagon. This one, I don't have a clue. Easy 8. It almost looks like diamonds. It is diamonds. Look right here. So is this English paper piecing that? I don't know. I'm going to have to do a lot of learning. This one's an easy angle, whatever that means. I may have to call Miss Janice because I don't know. I haven't talked to her in a hot minute. I need to call her anyway. This one is a 60-degree diamond. An equilateral 60-degree triangle. I'm thinking these are for triangle quilts. And I kept the papers to some of them. Let me show you the papers real quick. Any paper that I had, I kept. Let's put it that way. The easy angle triangle ruler is to cut the triangles. I don't really dabble in triangles because they stretch and they're all weird. I try not to do that. The 45-degree diamond quilting ruler, it has information on the back of it. The hexagon quilting ruler has all its information. The 60-degree triangle quilting ruler has its information. And then the 60-degree, didn't I have another paper that did that? No. The 60-degree diamond quilting ruler has all its papers. And then I got square ones. These are Arteza. That must be I think that's Hobby Lobby. One's 5-inch, one's 4-inch. But I don't know if that's right or not, because it's got this extra line. Hold please. And some of these that have the extra line jacks up all your measurement. I know it's for like the 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch. I don't know. But let's see. Yeah, see, this one's 6-inch. But it says 5 inches. So they don't really, this must be like half. I don't know. Oh, it's 5 inches inside the green line. And see, that messes me up so much. If a ruler like this and it shows 5 inches and I go off of the outside, all my pieces are going to be cut wrong. So it's kind of frustrating. They do that to these, but I get it. So I really don't get it, but there's some quilters that use this and it makes sense for them. It doesn't make sense for me. Then like this one, it says 4, but it's 4.5. But it is, it's 3.5 on the inside though. Now this one I like because I have it. I have this one in Omni Grid, but here's the thing. This one is, I think this one's off Temu because it's in another language. So when you get these kind, you really got to check your measurements on that, because this one says 6-inch and it's 6.5. Yeah, that's 6.5. But just check your measurements before you go cutting. See, and this one has got this line on it too. I know it has this purpose, but I don't like it. Now, this one's big enough. I use the inside because it's got where you can do it like that, and then I just use good old painter's tape to mark it out. Most of the time I've learned to do that, to get painter's tape and completely mark it out up and down and then side to side, so that way my measurements aren't off. I don't want that to happen. I don't, because the last thing I need to do is recut everything when fabric is already at a premium. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. What else I've got going? I forgot to bring it in, but I got the Filet Crochet ABC blanket done for a baby gift. Got that done. I'm working on a chunky crop sweater. Now the reason it's cropped on me, and that's what I want. And you're thinking, sunshine, you can't wear a crop sweater as big as you are, girl. I'm tired of thinking that. And I know I'm a big girl, but I'm going to wear what I want to wear. I'm tired of hiding behind, oh, I shouldn't do that because I'm this big. So what? I'm big. It's not like I'll be naked under it. So, but for most people, it'll probably be normal size. I'm a fat girl, but I've got a long torso and long legs. So it's cropped on me, but it'll probably be normal on somebody else. But I'm going to add a hood to it too. The middle part is gray, and it's half alpaca and half acrylic. I've never used it, and it's chunky. Hirschner's chunky. I love Hirschner's. All of this, most of this back here is Hirschner's. That was gifted to me. All of that is Hirschner's. I love Hirschner's. Absolutely wonderful yarn. And I only had 2 skeins of it. Balls of it. And it made the front panel and the back panel. And I was like, all right, I wanted something colorful to go with it, but I didn't have any, do I have it near me? No. I didn't have any chunky yarn that was colorful. But I did have this brown yarn that was kind of fuzzy. And I looked at it, and I looked at the label, and it was alpaca. And I was like, this would be perfect. So what? The colors are kind of It's okay. It'll work out. So, and I'm learning something different. Usually, I sew the panels together, and then I do the sleeve in the round, and it always comes out funky. Well, this time, I did the sleeve as a flat panel, and went up, and then sewed it into a tube. Oh, that has gone so much better. So now I got to get the other sleeve done, and then I'm going to make, if there's enough alpaca wool, there's no such thing as alpaca. If there's enough alpaca yarn, I'm going to do the big old, it's not going to be huge, but it's going to be an oversized hood. If not, I'll figure something out. I don't know what I'll do, but I'll figure it out. But I make a lot of things, and I never wear them. Mostly because they just didn't come out like I wanted to. And I don't want to take it apart because I sew in my ends as I go, and I can't take it apart once it's sewed in because I weave in my ends like solid, and I can't take it apart. So, and I've tried to sell it, nobody wants it, so it just goes in a tote. But I've been avoiding pullovers. One, we live in Texas, and it's hotter than blue blazes. It's September, and we're in the 90s still. But I've been kind of scared of them because I didn't understand how it went together. But once I realized that it's just a front panel and a back panel, Michelle, y'all know I can't say her last name, but she's been doing filet crochet vest, and she does all kinds of sweaters and stuff. And I watch every video of hers, and I've really taken notes on how these items come together. And I'm like, okay, because a lot of times patterns for somebody my size are raglan, which means it goes from the top down. And that doesn't work for me because it gets to like here and it won't go over this. So those patterns don't work for me. But Michelle has been showing, hey, it's just 2 rectangles. And then put them together. And I'm like, okay. which has opened up a whole new world for me, because stitches that I want to try but don't want to commit to like a whole big old blanket because I get bored easy. I can do the front and the back in that stitch. So I think that's a really cool idea. And I could do front as one color and the back as another, because I thought the black and white yarn I had was chunky, and it was not. So I went with the chunky yarn because I didn't want a little sweater. You know what I'm saying? I wanted something chunky. And then this one's really open, because if you do something solid, my first thought was solid's going to be heavy. It's going to be dense, and I'll never be able to wear it. And it needs to have a big hook, like a big girl hook. And so I'm using like a 10 millimeter hook. I had to go to my bamboo hooks because I don't have hooks in a regular, no. All of mine are these plastic hooks that squeak. And I don't know why I'm saving them, but they're not good. But I'm not going to buy a whole set of hooks, ergonomic hooks, just to buy a set. I'd rather buy the pieces I'd rather try out hooks. Does that make sense? So this sweater is it's a chunky sweater, open, big hook, and it's not heavy. It's really not. One skein was the front panel, another skein of chunky was the back panel, and then the alpaca is going to be an arm and an arm, and hopefully I have enough alpaca to do a hood. I think I'm gonna do the hood. There was a partial skein of charcoal, like a silvery charcoaly gray, and I may do the hood in that. I don't know yet. So anyway, that is what I've got going on. I hope y'all have a great week. We got plans for the weekend. We're going to the West Texas Fair and Rodeo. This morning, the next town over where I used to live, in Clyde, where my P.O. box is, they had to put the school on lockdown. Somebody was threatening to shoot the school. This goes back to what? What? Things I'll never understand. Things I'll never understand. If you are the praying type, let's join together and pray for this nation. Whether you agree with the politicals or not, at the end of the day, they're people. And we need to come together and pray for this nation. I don't sleep much anymore. I don't know what has happened, but I'm up at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I go to Bible, and I just do Bible study in the morning. I do the Charles Stanley book. I got a very vintage book of his, and just open that word and let God show me, his word and on what to read, along with the Charles Stanley book. Because this is crazy. My heart is broken for this nation. So if you're the praying type, let's make that happen this week. Just spend, 2 minutes just praying for this nation, that they'll get their crap in one boot, and then see what happens. So love you guys, and take care.